Hi, everybody. Welcome back in. Good morning, good day to all of you, wherever you are today. We pray that it is an amazing day for you. This is Prophetess Nikki G here, and I am excited about this information that I'm getting ready to drop in your spirit. I pray that God will always bless all of you. I pray that God's face will continue to shine upon each and every one of you. May God bless the work of your hands. Whatever you're trying to build, we know that God is going to help you build that. Whatever you're trying to attain in your life, family, we know God is going to help you do that. So you just keep putting one foot in front of the other one every day, because the progress that you can't see, you are actually making that progress. So don't get off the road where you have some resistance. Stay on that road to resistance, because whenever you stay on the road to resistance, then you're going to make progress. Don't get off of that road, whatever you do, family. Thank all of you for what you do every single day on our channel. Thank y'all so much. I'm so grateful. And I'm so appreciative. Don't be too generous, family, with your loyalty, and don't be so generous with your respect. Don't be so generous with these people in this world with your loyalty. Don't be too generous with your respect. Because the moment you begin to be too loyal to people who are disloyal to you, family, they're going to make a mockery out of you. See, people treat you how you allow them. People treat you however you allow them. So whatever you do in this lifetime, you be careful as to how much respect that you're giving. You be careful how much loyalty that you're giving. Don't be too generous, just giving your loyalty over here and giving your generosity over here. You got to be real careful doing that. Because everybody is not loyal, and everybody won't be generous back to you. And whenever people show you who they are, you have to believe them. We talk about this so much, family, and I hear this so often. You have to know when to pull back. You have to know when to jump in. You got to know when to run. You have to know when to walk. You have to know when to get up. You have to know when to lie down. You got to know when to fold it. You got to know when to hold it. You got to know when to run. You got to know when to walk away. You have to know that. And you're going to teach people all these things about you, family, about the boundaries that you have in place. When people see how generous that you are with your respect, when people see how generous that you are with your loyalty, you know, people will mishandle that. People will mishandle. And they'll abuse your generosity. People will literally abuse your loyalty. They will. You got to be real careful doing that, family of God. Do not, whatever you do not be too generous with people who keep treating you bad over and over. Don't do that. Don't be too generous to these people. Don't be too loyal to people who are disloyal to you. Because think about it. What are you going to gain from it? You're being loyal to people who are disloyal to you. What do you think you're going to get from it? You're going to get that seed of disloyalty. You're being generous. You're overgiving. You're overcompensating to people who don't give you 1%. So why do you keep doing that? You do that because you think it's going to make a difference in the life of these people. It's not going to make the difference that you want it to make. And this is only going to leave you aggravated. This is only going to leave you frustrated. And it's going to, if you're not careful, you're going to beat yourself up about it. Because you're going to think that there's something wrong with you. See, that's what the devil wants. He wants you to turn this around on you. He wants you to point that finger at you. He wants you to talk down to you because you have been too generous with your honor. You've been too generous with your loyalty. You've been too generous with the respect. Respect is earned, family. Respect is not just given. And people are going to teach you that in life. We all had to learn this. And if you haven't learned this, you're going to learn it. But I want to encourage you today, don't just give away your generosity to people. Don't do that. And don't just give away your loyalty. And don't just give away the best parts of you, thinking that it's going to make a difference to a person that won't give you 1%. Some people won't give you 1% and they want you to give 110. You ever had anybody in your life want you to give your all in all and they didn't want to give you a 1% or a 0.5%? No. Don't be too generous. And don't be too loyal when people are so disloyal to you. Don't be too generous when people won't even give you anything, family. They always have a reason why they can't do this for you. People will always have a reason when they don't have good motives towards you as to why they can't be there for you, why they can't support you, why they can't give you what you're asking for. And sometimes you don't ask for much. Sometimes you just want support. Sometimes you just need a friend. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to. And a lot of times people won't give you that, family, because they didn't come into your life for all of that. They didn't come in your life to help you build. So I want you to know today, don't be too generous with your respect. Respect is earned. This is why people would disrespect you, because you're so freely given. You give so freely. People will disrespect you so bad because you keep giving them respect. What does it look like for us to keep giving people respect and honor who don't respect us? You keep giving and you keep giving, and people won't give you 1 cent, 1% of what you give them. I want to encourage you not to do that. I want to encourage you today not to be too generous. Don't be too generous with your loyalty. Don't do that. And don't be too generous, no, with your respect that you give. You give respect and you gain disrespect back, but you keep giving respect when you get in disrespect. You keep being generous, you keep giving, and you get lack back. You get excuses. They're showing you who they are. You have to believe that. Whenever people show you who they are, you have to believe that. If a person shows you that they're not there for equal give and take, you have to stop what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you have to stop that. You have to cut off whatever you are giving so you don't get used, and so you don't be made to feel that you're less than, so you don't be made to feel that you're inadequate and you're insignificant. People want you to feel inadequate. They want you to feel insignificant whenever they come in your life to draw the life out of you. When people come in your life, not for good, they want you to feel exactly how you're feeling. They want you to point the finger at you. They want you to question who you are. This is all designed by the devil, family. It's all designed by the kingdom of darkness for you to question who you are. You don't have to question who you are, family. The real question is, when are you going to lay the law down? When are you going to say enough is enough? When are you going to say no? There is power when you say no. There is power when you say no. Just like there's power when you're silent, there's power when you say no. You're going to teach a lot of people a lot of valuable lessons. And I dropped by today to encourage all of you. Learn to say no. Learn not to give so much. Learn to have balance in your life. Learn to have some temperance. Learn to have some self-control in your life. Learn to do that. Learn not to overcompensate. Learn not to be too generous and not too loyal where you're not being given the same back, because it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference. You can't do too much good. You can't do good enough for people who have wrong motives for you. You can't. You're not going to change their mind about you. You're not going to change how they feel about you. You're not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, because that's not who they are. This is not who these people are. So they're trying to tell you as best as they can. So don't ignore the signs that they're showing you. Don't ignore the flags that these people are showing you. They're showing you that I didn't come into your life for this. I'm not capable to give you this. I'm not willing to give you this. But you're so willing. You're so willing to do when people don't do. You're so willing to keep giving. You're so willing. And all this is going to do for you, family, is going to cause people to take advantage of you. You can't put yourself in a position where people take advantage of your heart, where people take advantage of the good person that you are. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you are going to get the short end of the stick. When we do this, we always get the short end of the deal. No. Don't be too generous if you've been too generous with people who refuse to give you 1% or 0.5%. I want you to be encouraged today not to keep giving your respect to people who disrespect you so much. People disrespect you, family, because that's how they feel. They have a lack of respect for you, and they're showing you. They show you all the time, and they show you more ways than one. So you have to believe it. You can't just say, well, they had a bad day. This is repetitive, and God doesn't want you in this situation. So I dropped by to let y'all know today, family of God, keep your boundaries strong. Keep your boundaries strong, so that you don't get taken advantage of, so you don't get used by people. Because when people see that you have a good heart, they'll come in and they'll try to take advantage of you. They'll try to use you because they don't like that you're a little bit higher than them. They don't like that you're a little bit further than them. They don't like that. They want to knock you off of your high horse, so to speak. They want to knock you down a notch. People do their best to knock you down a notch. This is why they give you so much disrespect. This is why people talk down to you. They look down upon you. They do. This is why people prejudge you. This is why people make these side-eyed comments, these comical remarks. They say it jokingly but meaningly. You ever had that happen to you? Where people said something that was not so nice to you, but they joked it off, they laughed it off? No, they meant exactly what they said. They meant exactly how they said it. So whenever people talk to you, listen real carefully. Listen and look at the people that are talking to you, because God is going to show you the heart of people. When God shows you the heart of a person, it's for your own protection. We got to go here, family. We pray that your day goes well. We love you here. I'm so thankful for all that you all do. Thank you for supporting that book once more, Becoming a Master of Divine Consciousness. Do not get scammed here. Only follow Prophetess Nikki G right here on this YouTube channel. It doesn't matter where you see my picture icon. Don't follow it, family. Please don't get scammed. You see these scammers in the comment section. You see the replies that you get. I want you all to delete the replies and continue to report these people. Hang in there, family. Hang in there. Keep your boundaries strong. God is preparing you for where you're going. This is why you go through so much warfare, because your assignment is so great. Your assignment is so amazing. And you've changed teams. Whenever you leave the darkness side, whenever you leave the kingdom of darkness, whenever you made a decision to be on God's side, all Hades broke loose in your life, didn't it? It's supposed to. Because that devil, the kingdom of darkness, is going to do everything that they can. He's going to do everything that he can to change your mind and to make your life so chaotic. Because the devil wants you to change your mind about coming back to him. You know anybody in your life like that? Whenever people can't beat you, they're going to try to join you. Whenever that devil can't destroy you, he's going to wear a fake mask. And then he's going to want to join you. He's going to want to make you believe that he's on your team. She's going to make you believe, if you let her, that she's on your team. No, they're not on your team for the reason that you think on your team. They're not on your team to help you build. They're not. This is why you don't let people back in your life who's disrespected you so bad and they don't have the fruit to prove to you that they've repented and they've changed. You can make your mouth say anything. You don't believe what people say. You look at the life that they live, because the life that people live speaks for them. It's not what we say only. It's what we say and what we do. People have said enough to you for you to know who they really are. People have said enough to you. People have done enough to you where you don't have to doubt their real motive for you. So that flag that you see, yes, that flag that God has shown you, you believe the flag that you see. That fruit of that person that God has shown you, that's exactly what you believe, because this is who these people are. And you remember, family, you can't be good enough for the wrong person. And you can't do enough good for the wrong person. You can't respect a person who disrespects you to think that it's going to make a difference, that these people will end up respecting you and honoring you. They're not going to do that. This is not the character of that person. This is who they are to the core. The core of a person is who they really are. That inner person that talks nasty to you, that's real short with you, that's who they are. If this person is consistent, these people are consistent with treating you this way, this is who they are. Don't be too generous with your loyalty. Don't be too generous with the respect that you're giving people who don't deserve that. And don't let the devil condemn you, family, by not giving it. It's power in no. Just like it's power in your silence, it's power in the no. Say no and stand on your no. We love you here. We'll talk later. We pray your day goes well. Thank you. Bye-bye, family.